I came by chance upon Mount Gilbo, and Saul leaned upon his spear, and the chariots and horses drew nigh unto him. And looking behind him, and seeing me, he called me, and I answered, Here I am, here I am. And he said to me, Who art thou? And I said to him, I am an Amalekite. And he said to me, Stand over me and kill me, for the anguish is come upon me, and as yet my whole life is in me. So standing over him, I killed him, for I knew that he could not live after the fall. And I took that he could, and I took the diadem that was on his head, and the bracelet that was on his arm, and have brought them hither to thee, my Lord. Then David took hold of his garments and rent them, and likewise all the men that were with him. And they mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and Jonathan, his son, and for the people of Hire, for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. David kills the Amalekite who slew Saul. And David said to the young man that told him, Whence art thou? He answered, I am the son of a stranger of Amalek. David said to him, Why did thou not fear to put out thy hand to kill Hire's anointed? And David called one of the servants and said, Go near and fall upon him. And he struck him so that he died. And David said to him, Thy blood be upon thy own head, for thy own mouth has spoken against thee, saying, I have slain Hire's anointed. Best believe, man. Gee. And David made this kind of lamentation over Saul and Jonathan for his son. Also he commanded that they should teach the children of Judah the use of the bow, as it is written in the book of the just. And he said, Consider, O Israel, for them that are dead, wounded on thy high places. The illustrious of Israel are slain upon the mountains. How are the valiant fallen? Tell not in Geth, publish it not in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised triumph. Ye mountains of Gilbo, let neither dew nor rain come upon you, neither be thy fields of first fruits, for there was cast away the shield of the valiant and the shield of Saul, as though he had not been anointed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the valiant, the arrow of Jonathan never turned back. And the sword of Saul did not return empty. Saul and Jonathan, lovely and comely in their life, even in death, they were not divided. They were swifter than eagles, stronger than lions. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you with scarlet in delight, who gave ornaments of gold for your attire. How are the valiant fallen in battle? Jonathan slain in the high places. I grieve thee, my brother Jonathan, exceeding beautiful and amiable to me, above the love of a woman. Because they have each other's backs, man, you understand, like in war and everything, man. As the mother loves her only son, so did I love thee. How art the valiant fallen, and the weapons of war perished. Let's continue reading, man. Let's continue reading, people. And after these things, David consulted Hire, saying, Shall I go up into one of the cities of Judah? And Hire said to him, Go up. And David said, Whither shall I go up? And he answered to him, Into Hebron. So David went up to... Hang on, turn up a bit. So David went... Where am I? I lost my place. David went up, and his two wives... David went up, and his two wives at Achin, Achinom, and the Jezreelitess, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal. He took he died in it, and he took a wife. That's a good story. Nabal of Carmel, and the men and the men also that were with him. David brought up every man with his household, and they abode in the towns of Hebron. And the men of Judah came and anointed David there to be king over the house of Judah. And they're going to do it again, man. I'm going to bring a king of the house of whole of Israel, man. Bringing the two sticks together, man. Let's believe, man. King David. Bring the Lord, man. Praise higher, man. Next book. Praise higher, higher. Okay, let's have a look at some. So Charles Hedges, Secretary of State. How does the spy describe him? How is he described? Of the spy. Look, dark complexion, turn 45. Praise higher, higher. Ford Lord Graham Warwick, a thin, brown, handsome man, middle stature. Lord Lovelace, fat, brown man. We want restitution. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is. You had the copper code tribes founded by the Europeans, man. You need to elect a new leader, man. For me, elect that leader. The Most Holy chose me, man. Jacob O. Gleams from State Manuscript, Shea McKinley and Campbell. Oliver Cromwell got rid of the truth of our right to rule, man. It's higher, higher. Prisoner list, man. Some of the prisoners are Donald McGills, 18 labourer from Inverness. He was 5 foot, black, short. And you got Donald McDonald, 19. He's a labourer from Inverness, yeah, 5'3" and a half, red hair, black. Prisoner list, man. Take a screenshot and put it on your fridge. Let's be Jacob Greens from St. Manuscripts, man. Nation is a colour by J.A. Rogers. Some of the coats of arms. Before we got put into perpetual servitude, made out that we're dead in the sea. Check it out. And then you got the Dumb verses 1452, the Papa Bull that was created against the Negro. And then you've got the Saracen, which mentions in the Papa Bull. That's another term for Negro. Okay, so page 92 at the bottom here, it says Saracen, another term for Negro. Okay. You got the Barbarian book here, people from the north who came over and took us over. Start, man. 3 little bits of it, man, just a refresher. And so the writer who attempts to describe the way and the life of the early Germans, who is bound at the outset to make it clear who his Germans are. Mine are the peoples who inhabited northwestern Europe beyond the frontiers of the Roman Empire. They took over Rome. They were dwelling with Rome. So Rome had them some as slaves, and who later transformed the western provinces of the empire by settling widely in them. I have tried to avoid the excess dates in this book, but the span of time which it covers extends from the 2nd century BC, when the Germans people first came to the serious notice of the civilized nations of the Mediterranean. The inhabitants came into our lands and stole our lands, man. Expulsion of the Jews, man, 1496, man. Massacre of the Jews, 1391 or 2. To the time of the great folk movement in the 4th and 5th and 6th centuries, in the geographical terms, the canvas is very broad. The area where we first encountered the Germans in the north German plains with the greatest valleys of the Elbe and the Weser, the peninsula of Denmark and southern Norway and Sweden. By the 6th century, the descendants of those peoples had penetrated into virtually every corner of Europe, and some adventurous spirits had passed beyond its borders. Outside modern Germany and Scandinavia, not many people are familiar with the culture of the Germanic peoples. Before the great migratory movements, the Franks, Alemanni, the Goths, and that's another word, for in etymology, Goth equates to Gog, referring to Gog of Magog, who is now punishing, man, if they are known at all as remote as Massey or the Maya. This is unfortunate, but not altogether surprising. Like the Celts or the Slavs, the Germans have never been lost and dramatically rediscovered, and were the Sumerians or the Hittites from the Renaissance at least the German has been familiar figure. So this is where the royal family Hanoverian dynasty comes from. The people from the north, the public custodian who sat on our throne. They are cursed seats, man. Understand? Alright, this little book here now to read. Hope you had a wonderful day, man. Praise high, the Holy Sabbath day. Praise high for the Holy Sabbath dragons, man. She-lines, dragon lines. So, a visual and a sculptural artist, we're promptly hired to invent a school, and from the illustrations of another artist who had depicted the iguanodon, the two artists drew the same face for the hadrosaurus. So basically, these made-up creatures. The people involved could now technically defend the existence of this dinosaur if someone. The people involved could now technically defend the existence of this dinosaur if someone were to ask. The student worked out so well and fooled the public so thoroughly that they will later change the head of the creature without anyone noticing. To this day, Hadrosaurus Falki is on display at the Academy of Natural Science in Philadelphia. The bones are said to be kept behind heavy closed doors, but a plaster copy is exhibited in their place. So we learn of an iguana skull being substituted for the skull of a dinosaur on display. Was the public told at the time? What are we not being told today? That's David Wazzy, Dinosaur Science or Science Fiction. The dinosaurs are fake, obviously, it's more like dragons, man. What we are not being told is that this is the rule and not the exception. To this day, not a single completion skeleton of any dinosaur has ever been found. All the museum displays models, mannequins, cartoons, and movie of prehistoric monsters you have never seen are all imaginative reconstructions based on incomplete skeletons arranged in a manner paleontologists believe to be most realistic. So you've been lied to by Masons, man. Following a false narrative. Okay, last little bit. Just want to do a quick check on everything. So, Lord Tour, I've done everything. Show the blast song of praise and everything. Go to Ministry of Justice YouTube. For old lessons learned for free. Zedekiah King David Ministry YouTube. Learn for free, man. Isaiah David Sweet Singer of Israel. King 85 David Chosen, man. YouTube. Isaiah David 45 TikTok, man. Done everything, man. Alright, Lucifer is JC, the Morning Star, Revelation, chapter 2, verse 28 in Mark of Synopes, book, the author of the New Testament, and in our book, our historical document, the Bible, Isaiah 14, verse 12, the Morning Star, he's in all the Masonic lodges, man, okay. Saracen equates to a Negro, okay, man. divine rights rule was taken away by Oliver Cromwell, man. The divine rights of kings or highest mandate is a political and religious doctrine of royal and political legitimacy. Okay, it asserts that a monarch is subject to no earthly authority, deriving the right to rule directly from the will of higher, the living creator. This is Jacob's trouble, man. You best believe, man. Human rights, we've done all that, man. Praise higher. Prisoner, Jacob got prisoner list ships that we got sent out on ports in the UK, man. I am looking for something. Yeah, feast days, man. Okay, 14th September, man. The Feast of Trumpets. Okay, and then you got the 23rd of September, Day of Atonement, full fast, man. Start practicing, okay, people. New moons, man. Next new moon, August the 15th to 16th, man. Very chauffeurs on both days. Just play it safe, man. Want the Most High to be pleased with us, man. You understand? The Most High is shaking the colonies, man. Earthquakes, flooding, fires. It's crazy out there, man. He's watching. He's been watching you the whole time, man. He thought he'd forgotten about us, man. He's about to set us back up, yeah. In our noble and sovereign status, man. You understand? Praise higher, higher. Praise higher, man. Setting me up, man. The Most High is the best game player, man. You best believe. Take a good look, man. This is your Messiah, you understand, man? This is the one who's going to sit on David's throne, yeah, the reincarnation of David, King of Israel, man. Fuck anyone, yeah, who ain't happy about that shit, man. If you ain't happy about that shit, yeah, the Most High will show you, man. You have to pay, man. You understand? Like anyone who tries to tamper, you have to pay, man. Hands on the creator, higher, man. And alright, till next time, from King Dawei. Shabbat shalom. Peace.